Developing news tonight from Lake Erie, where three separate water emergencies have kept rescue crews busy from morning until tonight. The latest search began just after 6 o'clock tonight at Huntington Beach in Bay Village, where someone was reported missing in the water. The Coast Guard joined local rescue teams in an hours-long search that turned up nothing. The search may resume in the morning. And then about an hour later, Cleveland fire crews faced a similar emergency at Edgewater Beach Park. Someone reportedly fell off the pier and disappeared under the water. That search also stretched for hours with no results and may pick back up in the morning, depending on the lake conditions. And then early this morning, two people were rushed to the hospital after their boat crashed into a breakwall on Lake Erie near Edgewater Beach. Coast Guard rescuers found both victims in critical condition next to their destroyed vessel. No word yet on what caused the crash. Now let's take a moment to check our weather. Not a safe time to be out on the water right now because of rip currents. Meteorologist Anthony Copeland is here with the first look. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Lena, yeah, that's going to be the main impact going into your Monday. I know a lot of people going to work and school. The weekend is wrapping up. Unfortunately, we had people that had some problems, ran into some problems on Lake Erie due to the north winds. Here's the latest from the National Weather Service. Beach hazard statement. All that means in detail, we have a high risk of rip currents. So that's going to be not ideal for you to head out to the beaches. You may want to consider just heading to your local pool if you have any afternoon plans. Right now, going into your Monday, latest Lake Erie near shore forecast, we have winds that will be switching from the east and then from the northeast throughout the afternoon. 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's really going to kick up the waves across the lake. We're looking at 2 to 3 footers. Small craft advisory is also in effect, and really warm temperature of 75 out on the lake. But again, high risk all across the lake shore, including for our western beaches, Cedar Point over to Nickel Plate and Main Street. We're looking at temperatures in the 80s, but although we're looking at that high risk of rip currents for tomorrow, with again wind speeds around 10 to 15. Right now we're in the 70s and 60s. We're going to be waking up into the 60s, and we're going to get the heavy tropical air out of here. A refreshing start to your Monday morning. What about the rest of your work and school week? We do have some rain chances to talk about in my extended forecast coming up.